folks, it's Clinton Moss here with Gunnar Energy Services. And today I've got a case study about the Great White North. It's our first job at Gunnar Energy Services up in Canada, where we're doing observation well pass-by in a heavy oil application. So folks, let me explain to you how it's been done historically, and then I'll present the Gunnar solution. So typically folks, how ranging of this variety is done is you'll have a magnet sub between the bit and the bit box and a probe behind casing, steel casing, in an offset vertical well. And what they'll do is drill a single down, then they'll start recording on their probe and wiping their way out of the hole for a drilling signal, recording all that data, and that allows them to process out the ranging result, the distance and direction from the target well to the offset well. So folks, even with all that data collection, what they find customers will say is they get spurious results. There's not repeatability, and it lowers their confidence in thinking they can pass by the well without an unintended intersection or knowing ultimately what their true relative three-dimensional position is at the pass-by point. So what does Gunnar do to address that? Let me tell you about the Gunnar method. We rethought the whole concept of that bit ranging. So here's how it goes. First of all, we don't want to do this wiping in and out of the hole. It takes a lot of time. You have to control your ROP as you're logging, if you will. And instead, when we drill that single down, the Gunnar method is just to sit and pump, and that rotates the spinning magnet, and we can collect all the data that we need. So it's much quicker. Instead of a 15, 20-minute process, it's just 30 seconds, 60 seconds, depending on how much data you want to collect. And that's all the information you need for the shot. Now, what about in the vertical well? Well, we have other sensors. There's gamma, gyro, CCL, and the ranging sensor itself, so we can properly depth reference and orient our tool in space. But what's even more important than that, folks? Well, we've developed a unique algorithm. You see, you can't expect these magnetic fields to come and interact with that casing in the offset well and not be perturbed. So Gunnar developed a fit-for-purpose algorithm to quantify the effect of the casing on our sensor, our receiver, and properly correct for that. So folks, what is the culmination of those advancements? Well, you can see it here behind me now. What you get with the Gunnar approach is more consistent, repeatable data where you can identify the distance and direction further away than conventional methods. This gives the customer the confidence they need to pass by the well and to determine and trust their true three-dimensional position, understanding their TVD even, and placement in the reservoir. So folks, remember that for all your magnetic ranging needs, one call does it all. Call Gunnar Energy Services, and thank you all for watching.